Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We're the odds couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. We're talking with Jeff from BMOCwins.com. We're going to get his opinion on Clemson and Florida State. Mike Brenner, of course, we've already gotten your opinion. You like Clemson early and often. They're going to whip some ass. All of your favorite catchphrases you feel apply here to Clemson. And the line has gone up. It opened at about 3. Now it's up to 4.5 or 5. They're both off buys. Yeah. Clemson, of course, still undefeated. They need a win here. Obviously, last game went to OT against NC State, but before that they had 4 straight ATS wins. I don't know. Seems like Clemson does have the edge. How much of a fight is Florida State going to give them? You think not enough to
well, not enough to win it, and even if they're at home, it doesn't matter. All right, this is just a better, well-coached team. It's better athletes on this team and a much better defense. Everybody talks about Florida State's defense. They haven't done a damn whole hell of a lot to impress me. And Jimbo Fisher, I don't know. I'm not sold on him, and I'm not sold with the quarterback that's behind the center there. I don't think this is any problem. Deshaun Watson will have a field day against this team. I love it. I'm going early and often. I grabbed it early at -4, I believe, but I think this could be a double-digit win right in their own backyard.
Jeff from BMOCwins.com, you think Florida State can hang within a field goal, or do you think that Clemson will whoop that ass?
I'm actually on Florida State in this game.
Oh, I love it, big man. I love it.
Let's hear why.
Well, there's a couple of reasons why. First of all, Clemson has won once in the last 12 meetings in Tallahassee. They just haven't had a lot of success down at Florida State. And look, I know you're going to point to the fact and say, well, Florida State, they're 5-2. They're not going to win anything this year. You would be right. But you have to look at the schedule they played. A lot tougher than what Clemson's played. And you look at what Clemson's done. They really should have lost the game. They should have lost at Louisville. I don't care what anyone says. If that kid doesn't make the mistake at the end, they lose that game. They should have lost that game. They didn't play well in that game. Their defense wasn't very good. And look, at the end of the day, Mike, I actually disagree. Florida State has, I think, some of the best talent in America. They just haven't put it all together.
Yeah, they got the talent, but they ain't got the coaching for that talent. Bottom line. That's my opinion, buddy. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I hear you. But, I mean, Dabo Swinney's made many mistakes in his career.
No doubt.
You also look at the fact that Clemson's turned the ball over at a high rate, Mike. They've turned the ball over 10 times in the last 3 games. You look at the fact that Florida State's defensive's played a lot better recently, only giving up 17 points a game over the last 3 at home. Dalvin Cook's been on fire, and I think Dalvin Cook's the best player on the field by a wide margin, I think.
No, there's no doubt. Dalvin Cook is a horse.
Yeah, correct. I think Clemson's, to beat me, a little bit overrated. The fact that they haven't lost yet surprises me. I think they're beatable. I think it's been shown several times this year, but look at last game. I mean, North Carolina State's not very good. Troy, they struggled with. They struggled with Auburn in the first game, and Auburn at the beginning of the season was a total wreck. Now you get a Florida State team here who is kind of firing on all cylinders offensively right now. Dalvin Cook will rule this game. I think Florida State wins this game at home. I'll take the 5 points, though.
Hey, did Miami beat Florida State this year, or they didn't play yet? Anybody know that?
No,
this is a live question.
They played them a couple weeks ago. Miami lost.
But it was close.
That was a close
20-19.
game. Yeah, see, that right there gives an indicator for me. All right, because Miami's a good team, but they're not even close to being a top 20 team in my eyes. And here's the thing, the fact that Clemson, and probably should have lost one of those games, but they didn't, so they still have their eye on the prize. They know they can get a rematch maybe somehow, some way. They want it more than anybody knows, and even though Michigan's the second best team in the country, this team is undoubtedly, in my eyes, the third best team in the country. And I just think Florida State has been too much of a wish-wash. There's no mojo there. There's nothing consistent, and I think they're going to get the best of them this week. Again, hey, that's why they play the game.
Yeah, all right. Well, the good news – I'm sorry. Go ahead, big man.
One other thing I just wanted to point out. I mean, they have nothing to play for right now. You would be right, but this would probably be their Super Bowl, okay, right now. And, look, these guys remember these games. They're young. And, look, like I said, Clemson has won one time over the last 12 in Tallahassee. This crowd's going to be behind them. And like I said, Super Bowl-type atmosphere for the Seminoles. I'm going to take a shot with them here.
Okay. Right. Hey, well, I can't. I have nothing but respect for big man. His record speaks for itself. I just think this is a Super Bowl for Clemson,
sure.
too.
The good news is that you're both getting close to the best of it. Mike Brenner, you took Clemson at -4. The line is now 4.5 or 5. So we're going to credit Jeff from BMOCwins.com's picking this video at Florida State +5. Head-to-head, mano y mano, mano o mano, mano el mano is what we have here. And we'll see who comes out on top. Jeff from BMOCwins.com taking the home dog, Mike Brenner, thinking Clemson's going to whip that ass, despite the fact they did struggle against Troy.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Thanks so much, Jeff.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.